Daily tips. Age is of no importance unless you are a cheese.
At all costs.
At all costs.
At all costs.
At all costs.
Regardless of expense.
Regardless of expense.
We must succeed at all costs to achieve our goal.
We must succeed at all costs to achieve our goal.
A toda costa.
At the cost of.
At the cost of.
At the cost of.
At the cost of.
Resulting in harm.
Resulting in harm.
He achieved success, but at the cost of his health.
He achieved success, but at the cost of his health.
A expensas de.
Keep one's own counsel.
Keep one's own counsel.
Keep one's own counsel.
Keep one's own counsel.
Keep secrets.
Keep secrets.
She decided to keep her own counsel about the issue.
She decided to keep her own counsel about the issue.
Guardar sus propios consejos.
Count against.
Count against.
Count against.
Count against.
Negative consideration.
Negative consideration.
This mistake will count against your performance review.
This mistake will count against your performance review.
Contar en contra de.
Count down.
Count down.
Count down.
Count down.
Decrease or recite.
Decrease or recite.
Count down from 10 to 1 before launching the rocket.
Count down from 10 to 1 before launching the rocket.
Contar hacia abajo.
Count in.
Count in.
Count in.
Count in.
Include.
Include.
We should count in all team members for this project.
We should count in all team members for this project.
Contar con.
Count on.
Count on.
Count on.
Count on.
Rely on.
Rely on.
You can count on him to complete the task.
You can count on him to complete the task.
Contar con.
Count out.
Count out.
Count out.
Count out.
Exclude.
Exclude.
Please count out the defective items.
Please count out the defective items.
Excluir de contar.
Count up.
Count up.
Count up.
Count up.
Accumulate.
Accumulate.
Let's count up the total number of votes.
Let's count up the total number of votes.
Contar hacia arriba.
In the course of.
In the course of.
In the course of.
In the course of.
During. In the process of.
During. In the process of.
In the course of our journey, we discovered hidden treasures.
In the course of our journey, we discovered hidden treasures.
En el transcurso de.
In due course.
In due course.
In due course.
In due course.
Eventually, at the right time.
Eventually at the right time.
Your hard work will be rewarded in due course.
Your hard work will be rewarded in due course.
A su debido tiempo.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Naturally, obviously.
Naturally, obviously.
Of course, I'll help you with your project.
Of course, I'll help you with your project.
Por supuesto.
Cover for.
Cover for.
Cover for.
Cover for.
Provide an excuse or protection for.
Provide an excuse or protection for.
She agreed to cover for her colleague's absence.
She agreed to cover for her colleague's absence.
Encubrir a favor de.
Cover up.
Cover up.
Cover up.
Cover up.
Hide, conceal.
Hide, conceal.
He tried to cover up his mistake, but it was obvious.
He tried to cover up his mistake, but it was obvious.
Encubrir.
Take cover.
Take cover.
Take cover.
Take cover.
Find shelter or protection.
Find shelter or protection.
When the storm came, we had to take cover in the cave.
When the storm came, we had to take cover in the cave.
Refugiarse.
Undercover.
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 Hidden, concealed.
Hidden, concealed.
The spy operated undercover to gather information.
The spy operated undercover to gather information.
Bajo cubierta.
Crack down.
Crack down.
Crack down.
Crack down.
Enforce laws or regulations.
Enforce laws or regulations.
The government decided to crack down on illegal activities.
The government decided to crack down on illegal activities.
Tomar medidas enérgicas.
Crack up.
Crack up.
Crack up.
Crack up.
Burst into laughter, break down.
Burst into laughter, break down.
The comedian's jokes made the audience crack up.
The comedian's jokes made the audience crack up.
Desmoronarse.
Crawl with.
Crawl with.
Crawl with.
Crawl with.
Be filled with.
Be filled with.
The picnic area crawled with ants.
The picnic area crawled with ants.
Estar lleno de.
On cue.
On cue.
On cue.
On cue.
Precisely on time, as planned.
Precisely on time as planned.
The actor delivered his lines on cue.
The actor delivered his lines on cue.
En el momento preciso.
Take one's cue from.
Take one's cue from.
Take one's cue from.
Take one's cue from.
To follow someone's lead or example.
To follow someone's lead or example.
Take one's cue from a successful mentor.
Take one's cue from a successful mentor.
Tomar la pauta de alguien.
Curl up.
Curl up.
Curl up.
Curl up.
To form into a curl or spiral.
To form into a curl or spiral.
She curled up with a book on the couch.
She curled up with a book on the couch.
Enrollarse.
Cut across.
Cut across.
Cut across.
Cut across.
To go across a surface or area.
To go across a surface or area.
Let's cut across the field to save time.
Let's cut across the field to save time.
Cruzar por en medio.
Cut back.
Cut back.
Cut back.
Cut back.
To reduce or decrease.
To reduce or decrease.
The company had to cut back on expenses.
The company had to cut back on expenses.
Reducir.
Cut down.
Cut down.
Cut down.
Cut down.
To reduce or diminish.
To reduce or diminish.
They decided to cut down their energy usage.
They decided to cut down their energy usage.
Talar.
Cut in.
Cut in.
Cut in.
Cut in.
To interrupt or join in.
To interrupt or join in.
She tried to cut in on our conversation.
She tried to cut in on our conversation.
Interrumpir.
Cut off.
Cut off.
Cut off.
Cut off.
To disconnect or remove.
To disconnect or remove.
The storm cut off our electricity.
The storm cut off our electricity.
Cortar.
Cut out.
Cut out.
Cut out.
Cut out.
To remove or eliminate.
To remove or eliminate.
You should cut out sugar from your diet.
You should cut out sugar from your diet.
Recortar.
Dash off.
Dash off.
Dash off.
Dash off.
To write or do quickly.
To write or do quickly.
I need to dash off a quick email.
I need to dash off a quick email.
Escribir rápidamente.
Out of date.
Out of date.
Out of date.
Out of date.
No longer current or valid.
No longer current or valid.
This document is out of date and needs updating.
This document is out of date and needs updating.
Desactualizado.
To date.
To date.
To date.
To date.
Up to the present time.
Up to the present time.
The report is to date with the latest information.
The report is to date with the latest information.
Hasta la fecha.
Up to date.
Up to date.
Up to date.
Up to date.
Current and modern.
Current and modern.
Their technology is up to date with the industry.
Their technology is up to date with the industry.
Actualizado.
Turn a deaf ear.
Turn a deaf ear.
Turn a deaf ear.
Turn a deaf ear.
To ignore or disregard.
To ignore or disregard.
He chose to turn a deaf ear to the criticism.
He chose to turn a deaf ear to the criticism.
Hacer oídos sordos.
A good deal.
A good deal.
A good deal.
A good deal.
A large amount or extent.
A large amount or extent.
We have a great deal of work to do.
We have a great deal of work to do.
Mucho cantidad.
Deal in.
Deal in.
Deal in.
Deal in.
To trade or work with.
To trade or work with.
He deals in vintage cars.
He deals in vintage cars.
Comerciar en.
Another tips. Once in a while, eat some sweets you used to enjoy when you were younger.